You are in for a treat. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how to do aura nails. I know I'm late to the party, but these came out so delectable. I cannot wait to show you. Let's dive in. Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Paola of PaolaPonceNails.com, your source for all things premium soft gels and success as a specialized nail artist. If you would like to continue growing with me, then at the end of this video, do consider subscribing. And let me tell you what, nails for me are hardly ever a chore. They're a time for me to sit, relax, catch up with a podcast or two, decompress, grab a beverage, and seriously just set the mood for yourself. You've earned this time. You're about to spend 4 to 6 hours on yourself. Key players today, I actually grabbed a few more products than I thought I would need. I thought I was going in the direction of full cover tips. No, put one of those things on and I was like, we're not doing that. So grabbed my little hot pink because I knew the nail art that we were going to do, and actually switched things up to a structure overlay using B-Ab or Builder in a Bottle, using here the Nail Dots by Kokoist line. I also thought we were going to be doing magnet today. Things changed throughout the video. Can't wait for you to start watching. Right here, this is what we're doing. This is, I guess it's an aura nail, very popular. I miss the trending phase, so I'm doing it like post trending, but hey, maybe we can bring it back, right, with today's video. So I'm going to show you how to do this without an airbrush, because according to a lot of professionals in the industry, whether they are scientists or manufacturers or brand owners, they all concur that airbrushing gel is not a good idea. That stuff can get into your lungs rather quickly, and you obviously do not want gels in your breathing zone or even down into your lungs. Actually, we're not even going to be using pigment powders. I know, because you probably thought that the safest way to do something like this was pigment powders, but stick around. Let's begin. We are going to start by removing last time's set. Now, what we did last time was use the Leafgel new base gel, which was smooth base. Just make sure you watch our last Watch Me Work session where I did my nails, this particular set, and you would see my thoughts on the new base gel, on how it felt and how it overlaid and the viscosity of it and how easy it was to work. So if you're interested in another Japanese gel nail brand, Leafgel is another one that I really like and trust. Okay, I'm gonna file these down and I'm gonna try to leave as much base as possible this time, so I'm not getting down to my natural nail. But because I did want to experience the new base gel that I was trying last time, you'll see in that video that I did go down to my natural nail, which was not pretty in the beginning, but everything's fine. I mean, I knew that would happen if I stressed my nail, but yeah. All right, I do have these little lovely beads that I created using gel. I'm going to be using this Carbide Tornado bit so that I can reduce those beads and the bulk of this gel, which shouldn't be much actually. This is going to be primarily for these beads. Also, quick side note, I still am using the MelodySusie Efile here, this particular one, because I want to put it to the test. And again, what happens when you use it frequently, even though I won't be using it as frequently as you do, perhaps if you're like a full-time nail tech, I still want to use it and see how reliable it is. And I gotta tell you, I'm still kind of swooning over it because it feels really light yet powerful, because this is where the power comes from, your handpiece, and that charging port is literally like your iPhone. I mean, seriously. So still positive things about this Efile. And again, the reason why I'm continuing to use it and mention it in the videos is because I'm trying to compare it with high-end Efiles. All of my career I've used high-end Efiles. I've always wanted to splurge on myself and my clients, but I know that a lot of you here on the channel are a little bit more entry level and you can't afford a $400 or $500 Efile, not even maybe a $300 one. So I'm literally wanting to try an $80 or under $100 option to see if I would indeed recommend it. Again, so far everything's a plus. All right, now that that gel has been thinned down, we're ready for a rebalance, and that's usually what we do in a soft gel service. We rebalance. Really, there's no fill unless a client comes in like 14 days or sooner, and that is because when it comes to soft gel, that apex shifts. So does it with like acrylic or other hard gel or hard material. But with soft gel, the product just gets too bendy over time. With hard products, the product stays firm and you can essentially kind of recycle most of it and then do a fill. For soft gel, rebalancing is the key, something I teach in the Master Gel Nails course. I will teach you about that concept and why it's so important to do it this way. Kind of peeked you into it. But yes, Master Gel Nails is my full application course, step by step, explaining every single step for a gel nail manicure, specifically using premium soft gels, including Japanese gel. And I explain how to overlay natural nail lengths with the correct viscosity of soft gel applied to the correct nail length. So those two need to be understood before you can properly overlay natural nails. All right, remove the dust and going to start pushing back our cuticle area and exfoliating any dry skin around the nails there on the folds, whether that's those lateral nail folds or that top nail fold there, the proximal nail fold. All right, so I've blended the product down to the nail, and believe it or not, there still is product. The way you can tell is because you turn your hand this way and you can kind of see that there is still some gel on there, which is great. Also, there's a little tinted base still there, which again tells me that there is gel there. Now, what I want to do from here is go ahead and start doing that cuticle work. I'm gonna go ahead and take some alcohol first, get rid of that dust, dehydrate. I told you everything was going to start looking beautiful right about now. And now it's just a matter of trimming any hangnails. That's all I do. I only go in with my nippers for the scragglies, and that's it. All right, here comes the fun part. So I also have to let you know that these nails are actually not final shaped, meaning I still have to file the shape, the free edge of them. But because I know my steps, my order of events, if you would, I am not concerned about shaping them quite yet or having not shaped them during the prep. We're gonna get into our nail art. So these have been cured, and I have cured them for 60 seconds just to ensure that I don't have a lot of sticky layer or uncured gel on top of them, because I really don't need it for this next step. I have a makeup sponge here. If you don't have this kind, you can try to use your applicators like this, but I find that the sponge works a little bit better. In fact, let's try this because I haven't tried it, but I assume that the sponge works better because the sponge is like a blending sort of material. I mean, so is that one, but if you think about when you're putting makeup on a face, right? This just sort of surface area wise is just going to blend a little better. But hey, what do I know? I haven't even tried the other one. Let me go ahead and try this. So these colors that I'm using, this one is Flamingo Pink by Kokoist. It's so beautiful. Are a little sticky, and I like that for this technique. What I want to do is set it there in the center and kind of circle it around. Again, this is just experimental. I want to do this for you to see if it'll work. My guess is not as good as the blending sponge, but let's give it a try. And you kind of want to do it in a circular motion or in a circular shape there. Okay, here it is. Now we're gonna tap it onto the nail. Obviously you want to go center, keeping in mind that you will be reshaping, so not too down there. Okay. You can make it work if this is all you have. I personally already know that I like the sponge, but again, I know that some of you may have some of these, and these come like in a 50 or 100 pack, so hey, give it a go. And these are also great for chrome, so again, you can give them double use. Say you use one for a client for chrome, or the same client wants chrome, you can save sponge by using the other side of this applicator. Okay, again, not bad. All right, I like that. That works too. I will show you now how I do it with the sponge. Same concept. I'm gonna grab the sponge, put a little gel on it. Again, these by Kokoist work wonderful because they're not super watery, or super thin, I should say. And I'm just working it with this spatula into a circle so that it's sort of already blended on the sponge, because you could tap it onto a palette, but that's just like an extra step. All right, let's see what we get. Squeeze your sponge like this so that circle protrudes from the sponge. Look at me and my big words. Yes, see, I just like that so much better. It's like easier, it gets on there quick. Try not to get it on your skin. This is a properly developed formula by Kokoist. I mean, I trust them, but you still don't want product on your skin. And by what I mean by trust them is like allergies and all that, guys, starts first with a properly developed formula. Like by people that literally work with other people that know what they're doing, aka chemists. All right, let me take this so it doesn't distract. But look at that, I just feel like I got there a little faster, but hey, you can do it with both. The really cool thing about this technique is that you can work on 5 fingers at a time. You don't have to cure in between, at least not in the first layer. Oop, I'm breaking into my sponge. Okay, once you start using a sponge a lot, or actually cut this one, you will see that I started to get sponge material on there. Just get it out of there before your top coat. Yeah, I just like the sponge so much better. And I gotta tell you, the gel is game changer too, because it's not being reabsorbed by the sponge. So winning. Little tidbits here and there, and it's fine because we're going to top coat and just give it a light buff. We are going to now use this just to deepen it a tiny bit, and we're going to disperse that into the applicator. As you add more layers, I would go with 3 layers. You want to make sure that the color stays on the center of the aurora effect, because if you just keep intensifying the entire same perimeter per every layer, then you're just going to end up with like a deep pink middle, versus you just kind of want more of a little center that's deep in that color saturation. Okay, at this point I'm actually going to do a very thin layer of gel. This is the Leafgel non-wipe top gel. It is a very thin top coat, adds hardly any thickness. It's just there to like glaze or gloss the nails, which I went for right now because I'm actually going to buff this layer, like even as thin as it is, I'm going to buff it like 50% so that I can go ahead and apply my little decals. All right, that layer is on. As you can see all of that makeup sponge debris on there, which at some point I kind of just stopped worrying about it. Again, if you use a different side of the sponge, you can avoid that, but I knew this step was coming, so it would be fine. And then the way this buffs, it buffs so nicely too, so it's going to actually get rid of those little bumps on there, which is going to be very cool. All right, I'm going to cure this fully. I'm gonna go 60 seconds, then I'll come back and buff, and I'm gonna start applying my stickers. But actually before that, you're gonna see me shape the nails. I'm gonna give them their final shape because actually they're not shaped to the perfection that I typically like to shape them into. So we are in full swing of Kokoist certification enrollment. Enrollment is actually closing in just a few days. So if you want to certify in one of Japan's top gel nail brands, which I've been using for now 9 years or so, aka Kokoist Japanese gel, then you have to sign up now so you don't miss the cutoff. Again, the cutoff is in a couple days, and the certification only happens twice per year. I only host it twice per year. If you want to know what all the details are, check out the link below. You don't have to enroll right away. Just go ahead and check out the details. I'll link you down in the description box below. But in a gist, we're going to go over a complete product debrief, like what each gel is. We're going to go through very detailed application step by step. You'll have a portfolio assignment to submit for me to give you feedback on so that you can improve. Again, details down below. I don't want you to miss it. If you want to master the art of a Japanese gel manicure, or simply learn how to do your structure overlays with these premium products, you cannot miss this. All right, back to the video. Now all that's left to do is top coat these nails, and you're going to want to do it with a top coat that has a little bit of viscosity, not too much, because it is raised, but so you do want a little viscosity to self-level that raisedness of the stickers. The raised part of the sticker there, you want to kind of make sure it's nice and self-leveled. You don't want to cover the crystals, because then they stop shining. These are high quality Swarovski crystals, so we don't want them to lose their shine, their multi-dimension, by top coating them. That's what happens when you top coat them. Now I'm going to be using this top coat here by April Ryan of REDI Iguana. You might know her and her brand from the silicone practice hands, but she does also have a gel line. She sent us some goodies, and I just thought, hey, why not try this as part of today's video. So this is going to be a non-wipe top gel, and it has, I've already used it. I actually used it for this now. I like the viscosity of it, and we'll see how it wears over time. Time for the reveal, guys. These came out stunning. Like, when I do my nails, I don't always know if I'm gonna like really love them. These are just 10 out of 10. And I mean, should we like kickstart festival season with these nails? I don't know. Totally festival worthy. I hope you enjoyed these. If you want to learn gel nail application using Japanese gels step by step, make sure to check out my application course, Master Gel Nails. I'll link it down below.